Hi guys, this is Juanita from mypinkroom.com, and what I have today are two mini albums. One of them is a 4x4 and the other one is a 6x6, and I'm showing these together because this is what I ended up making with my Bind It All. This is the Zutter, the little Bind It All. Let me go ahead and show you what I ended up doing. I ended up decorating the back of it, but this has had me preoccupied for the last couple weeks. I ended up joining online, an online class. This was a first online class. I figured let me go ahead and give it a try. It was through Zutter. I think it was binditall.com, and there's a little sidebar to the left on the website, and it has classrooms, and one of the classes that they offered was getting to know your Bind It All. It was like I think it was $20 with an early bird special. I went ahead and signed up for that, which it ended up coming out to be like six different projects that they ended up going through. There's video to show step by step, and then you also get like a PDF file with written instructions of each of the different projects. It was a 4-week course, and you get to view it online for X amount of weeks. I'm not sure, but these were the two completed projects I ended up finishing. And with the Zutter classroom, the Bind It All 101, you also were able to get this kit, which was $20. It was $19.95 or something like that, plus I think shipping that you got. It was a kit that ended up giving you the different types of chipboard. I ended up using like just some scraps that I have, but they gave you 4x4 chipboard in acrylic also, and then they gave you a 6x6 chipboard wood. I think it was canvas. They also gave you a set of. They also gave you 2 sets of the O wires in black and in silver. These are one set of 6 in the 1/2 inch, and then another set of 6 in the 3 1/4 black O wire. And these sets are all 12 inches. And then it also came with the cute little Bind It All wire cutters to cut the O wires. I mean, it was a nice little package. It gave you a sample of all the products Zutter has to offer for you to make your own albums. I mean, it was just unbelievable of just the stuff that you could bind and the little albums that you can make. So again, I've been kind of preoccupied. I finally got these completed, and I'm going to go ahead and do a video of my little mini chipboards. But if you guys have any questions about the Bind It All 101 or about the Bind It All made from Zutter, just go ahead and email me, and I'll do another video maybe with just questions, specific questions. But I am happy with the Bind It All. I think it was very small. It was cute. It was pink. Very, very portable. I was kind of going through the Bind It All versus the cinch, and I ended up choosing the Bind It All just because of the pink. The pink, it's very lightweight, very small, versus the cinch, it was just too bulky. I don't have the room for it, and very not mobile. I mean, it's just too heavy. So Bind It All, thumbs up for me. But let me go ahead and let me walk you through the little 4x4, and this was kind of Tim Holtz. These were pretty much going to be practice albums, but they were just like way too easy. So this was the practice one, and what I ended up doing was this was literally scraps. And with the Bind It All 101 class, she gives you for the little 4x4, there is different pockets, you know, that you made for it. This one, we did a punch on it. This one folds out, and then the other ones are just like little cardstock leftover pieces. So this one was pretty much just my scraps that I ended up making, but I loved some of the little pockets that she ended up making, so I went ahead and just left this as is. This is a little bit smaller than the 4x4, again, because I was using scraps. It was like, I don't know, some odd 3.5, 3.25 or something, I don't even know, but again, this was just like a practicing one, and then just I wanted to kind of make it my own, and this is what I ended up coming up with. And this was, again, Tim Holtz inspired. I used his paper and just some black cardstock, and then just embellished it with some of his metal findings. Again, you could all kind of recognize all the Tim Holtz. Used some little crinkle ribbon for here, and then again, pretty much all the little metal pieces are Tim Holtz. Added some little bling down at the bottom. Again, just I didn't even really do too much for this. Just embellished it a little bit, and then just the paper kind of just does, you know, just does it all. Just tied some ribbon, 2 little bows, and then again his metal findings that I just did to his that I pinned to the ribbon. And then this one's a 4x4 black cardstock, but I ended up messing up on the cut, or I think I might have taken this from my scrap. So all I ended up doing was I kept it the length, whatever it was, and ended up just folding. So I have a pocket. I could put a picture down here, and this was just a miscellaneous tag that I had somewhere. It just kind of went with the vintage of Tim Holtz. But again, this was just a scrap. It wasn't part of the class, the format that she had it, but I went ahead and just, like I said, made it my own. Just added some, you know, crocheted flower, leftover ribbon, you know, button, and literally this stuff. Some of the paper I did have to cut from a 12x12, but most of it was literally scraps. Material flower, again, scrap of, you know, this was just all of my scraps of ribbon, buttons a little bit. This one folds out. Went ahead and did another miscellaneous tag and left this open. I could either mat it or put another picture in there. Same thing here, his metal embellishments, the numbers, his film strip. Here's a clock, you know, with a little arm piece, and then just some X's with the little tiny attacher. And then with the tiny attacher, I ended up covering the back side of it with his measuring strip of ribbon. Again, one of his little metal clips, you know, leftover ribbon that I had. This one folds over. I could put a little picture here, maybe a mat, and then this tag does come undone. Spot for journaling. And then I just tied some miscellaneous little ribbon on that. Here, oops, I lost a sticker somewhere. Well, here, from his, I think it was just from the sticker collection that he has with the paper, I ended up just pulling some of the nameplates just to kind of, oh, here it is. So I'm going to have to glue that down. You know, again, just one of the tags, some ribbon, has a little clip. This is one of the pockets, and then again, this is just scraps. Made some journaling tags there. Added some ribbon to that there. And this is the back of, you know, the back of this one here, and just added, again, his metal stuff, the tassel, the number. You know, just added leftover ribbon that I had, a button, you know, material flower, leftover ribbon, some lace, and then just a little Prima flower button for the back of it. And then his little back piece. So that's the little 4x4, Tim Holtz inspired little mini 4x4 that I made with my Bind It All. And then the next one is the 6x6. This is 6x6 paper. The paper line that I use for this is from Vintage Photo. This is the 6x6 paper pack, and it was 2 each of I don't know how many papers. I think there was like about 8 different sheets. I ended up getting